Number two, an empty barn, I'm thankful for it. Why? Because it leaves me hungry and desperate. You think about a barn was where the food was, where the food was stored, right? Some of the animals obviously will be in the barn as well, and they are food, living, breathing, walking around food that they're taking care of. But the barn empty makes me hungry and desperate. Matthew 5:6 says, blessed is the man who hungers and thirsts for righteousness. When we get empty is when we feel the hunger pains. That's why fasting is so good. It's a supernatural thing, because when you fast and pray, you begin to hunger for righteousness. Something about an empty belly causes us to become spiritually awake. So an empty barn leaves me hungry. It leaves me desperate. You know, when you get desperate, you're in a place to get some miracles. So many people, right, we're satisfied and content, especially in America. So many of our needs are met by doctors, by our job, by our insurance plan, stuff like that. So we don't have to depend a whole lot on God. You know, I hate that sounding like that, but it's true. In America, there's a lot of stuff that we depend on the arm of the flesh for the most part. It's only when it gets so severe that we cry out and we're like, oh God, I need you and stuff like that. But all of this is going to change. But an empty barn puts us in a place where we begin to get hungry. We begin to get desperate. Psalm 63, I want to read this to you. Turn in your Bible if you can. We're just having a little Bible study here. An empty barn makes me hungry. An empty barn causes me to begin to be desperate for God and the things of God. And, you know, when you get in an area where you're in lack or you're in want, you realize that only God can satisfy you. It's a wonderful place to be, even though it may not seem like it at first. Psalm 63:1. Oh God, you are my God. Early I will seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh longs for you in a dry and thirsty land where there is no water. Okay? It is God that satisfies our thirst. It is God that satisfies our hunger. And the psalmist goes on and says, I've looked for you in the sanctuary to see your power and your glory. Because your loving kindness is better than life, my lips will praise you. I will bless you while I live. I'll lift up my hands in your name. And my soul shall be satisfied as with marrow and fatness. And my mouth shall praise you with joyful lips when I remember you on my bed and meditate on you in the night watches. Because you've been my help. Therefore, I will, in the shadow of your wings, I will rejoice. My soul follows close behind you. Your right hand upholds me. See, the psalmist, he was saying, hey, in these times of famine, in these times of thirst and hunger, it actually causes me to hunger for you, God.